am and why I'm significant to this great town of Weston. IE Sailing is my name. That's Isham Emery Sailing. Melinda calls me Emery. When we got here, the wheat fields came right up to the west bank of Pine Creek, and thick trees came right down to the east bank. We built the new dry goods store in Weston out of good Weston brick. We meant to last. We built that building where the restaurant is now. You probably know it as the Long Branch. It has fortified walls 2 feet thick and steel fire shutters that came around the horn to protect our windows. It's big enough inside for everyone in town to take shelter in an emergency. There's even room enough for some of the most valuable livestock and equipment. It's famous for withstanding the Indian unrest in 1876, but it was also meant to protect us from the fires that struck the town disastrously many times, and some of the flooding, and bandit attack, which was not uncommon. My sister Martha's husband, I.T. Reese, and I stocked our store, Sailing in Reese, with dry goods delivered by freight from the landing at Wallula. In those days, it was quite an undertaking to get goods shipped up the Columbia River, let alone freighted overland from clear up by Fort Walla Walla. We had some of the best men in the region driving freight between Walla Walla and Weston and Pendleton and Weston. Reese had been running a flour mill in Walla Walla before we started Sailing in Reese, and he decided to set up another one in Adams on his own. Then he eventually went up to Tacoma and became a wholesale grocer. I stayed with the Weston dry goods business, and we became Sailing and Company. You can look at our old books in the library. We built our house in 1881 and 82. You might have passed by it there on Water Street. Did you know that one man laid every single one of those bricks, and it took him a solid year to do it? We had 2 more sons in that house and ended up with 10 little children who needed all 12 rooms. There was even a cupola on the roof to watch for Indian attack. Not really. The tribes were subdued after that time in 1876. It was just a pretty feature that went with Italianate architecture at the time. Thank you.